How you doing? This is a guy from Pittsburgh.
From the city.
Oh God, that's going off again on automatic stuff. There goes Nori. Even on the day of an earthquake, there goes Nori. Well, I would have thought it was a thrush plot to do me in, but since I'm the head of the Las Vegas satrap of thrush, appointed by the late David McDaniel and Norman Felton and Sam Rolfe, I know that can't be the case. But there I was at 3:23 this morning. I woke up, sat there for a second, and that's all I had was a second, when the big 6.0 quake hit the Bay Area. Now, I live in Martinez, not my name, Art, California. 30 miles that way is San Francisco. 17 miles that way is Napa. You cross the Benicia Bridge. If you make a left turn, you go to Benicia and Vallejo. Then you cut over to the right, go to Napa. If you make a right turn, you go to Fairfield. Well, this morning a 6.0 quake hit. And if you can see it, there's my Steelers Nation picture turned sideways. That happened during a quake. That's from my blog, the guy from Pittsburgh.blogspot.com, and here's a couple pictures of the damage. Not very big. I guess I could make them bigger. And amazingly to me, during the quake, here's another picture. This is I don't remember if this was a 7-Eleven or a Safeway. Wine bottles all over the place. 6 fires up there now. Here's some more pictures. And this is what amazes me. Here's another one. Lots of chimneys broken in. A couple of major historical buildings effectively destroyed. And then there's this picture of my lamp in the living room. You can see this. The lamp falls upside down during the quake. Lands like that. And it's amazingly it still works. Well, anyway, I'm sitting there on the couch. I woke up about a month ago in my forum, the guy from Pittsburgh, Paranormal Forum, at boardhost.com. I posted saying that there's a lot of small quakes in this area. Picking up another thing that fell down. Sorry about that. I said, I got a feeling that we're going to have a major quake here soon. Now, my late mother was psychic. She knew when everything was going wrong in the family. She knew as people would die and people would get sick. I have some of that. I know there's something wrong, but I can never pin it down as to what. I just get this feeling there's something going on that's wrong. So anyway, I'm sitting there on the couch. If you can imagine, this is my couch. I'm in the middle of the couch, and I'm hanging on for dear life. And the couch is going this way, this way, this way, this way. The whole building where I live was shaking like this for about 25 seconds. So strong, I could not get up off the couch. They always said, head outside, head to a doorway. Couldn't do any of that. Books are flying off my shelves. My paranormal books in the living room fell and broke my fan like this one. Killed it. I got books over here in the corner. Here's the picture of my Pittsburgh Nation Iron City beer picture. That's how it was after the quake. And here's the lamp. And this is what the seismograph looked like. You can see that. And let's see. Here's some of the books on the floor. And there's more books on the floor. They killed that lamp they're lying on. Killed that fan they're lying on. So my cat, Fuzzy, meowed indignantly after the quake at me, and she keeps looking at me now. She wants reassurance. She'd never been through this. This is the strongest quake I've ever felt. I lived in San Francisco from 1964 to 1980. Even Loma Prieta, we felt that in Sacramento, wasn't this strong. Now, we've had quakes 10 miles up the road in Hercules, which is on the edge of the Benicia Bridge, and this whole building shook, but nothing like this. Anyway, in Napa and Sonoma and Santa Rosa, power's out. Roads are buckled like this on city streets and highways, making them impassable. They've closed down Highway 37. 4 mobile homes in a mobile home park burned down to the ground. Don't know if anybody got hurt in that. 70 people showed up at hospitals. One lady with a broken hip. Dozens of chimneys smashed in. One went through the people's roofs. Lots of plates broken. Stores with the glass falling out like this. Post office downtown Napa is hit. 2 major historical buildings, the Justice Building from 1902, the former City Hall, it's got cracks in it. People have their houses with the huge cracks along the foundation. They've closed off downtown Napa and the on-ramp to Highway 37 to Napa. And the police are saying not to go to downtown Napa, which is a pity because today they had a blues festival there, so I guess that's going to be called off. And to add to the fun, USGS says this could be a precursor, 15% chance of a bigger quake in the next week, and there's a chance, 54%, we're going to have a 5.0 or bigger in the Bay Area. So I've posted pictures of the damage on my Guy from Pittsburgh at blogspot.com. I'm going to post more pictures later on today. I've been watching Channel 11. They've had a lot of video live of fires and lots of bricks. One car was wiped out by bricks on the street. So I got to clean up in here. I got books over there. I got books in the living room. I got books in the hallway. One of my little TVs, I have an old black and white TV set, a portable one. You can't use it digital. It's not that big. That thing flew clear off the shelf, the top shelf of the bookcase in the hallway, and flew across the room. And stuffed animals were flying, toys were flying. And I just kept sitting there going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, the whole time during the quake. Now, my girlfriend's cat, she called me up. They tell you not to use a phone after quakes. I didn't. She was mad I didn't call her right away. But I just followed what the usual protocol was. And she said her cat looked up, went back to sleep. But my cats, both of them are freaked out now. So I hope we don't have another big one. That's the ones in Hercules were 4s, and this building shook like this. Back and forth and this way. But this thing, I heard this thing, I heard heard and felt 2 big jolts hit this building at the same time, right? Bam, bam. So, scared the hell out of me. This is one reason I've told my girlfriend, I ever win the lotto, I'm moving to Nevada. I'll move to Lake Tahoe or something where, yeah, they got quakes there too, but they're nothing like the ones in California. I don't mind the quakes. It's the crap that falls on you and scared the hell. I mean, I really don't feel like going from my second floor apartment to the first floor apartment in 30 seconds. But this building, I thought it wouldn't take it. It's built in the 50s. It took a 6.0. So, and there was a, there have been probably 30, 40 aftershocks in that area in the American Canyon and Napa, and one was felt in Fairfield, one was felt in Concord. They had and this thing had a precursor, but I guess the scientists didn't think about it. At 11:30 yesterday, they had a 1.5 in the American Canyon. It was a warning, which they didn't heed. And where's Jim Birkeland on this? Is he retired? You don't hear about him on Art Bell anymore. I mean, Coast to Coast. Sorry about that. I'm thinking Art Bell and Free Art Bell. You don't hear anything on Coast. I sent an email to Nori about this, too. So, we'll see what he talks about tomorrow night and what they'll talk about tonight if he's on tonight. I don't know if he's going to be on or Nap's going to be on. So I'm going to finish my coffee. Thank God I got some. What amazes me is the TV didn't fall over. This TV didn't fall over. The Macs didn't move. But some stuff that was in bookshelves stacked up neatly like the books behind me, they didn't move an inch. Anything loose like this thing, that just fell on the ground. Cables. But I guess if the stuff's in the bookshelves, it doesn't pop out. So, major damage in Napa, some damage to a Safeway and a 7-Eleven in Sonoma. About 5,000 people are power outs, and I just saw on Channel 11 the Napa Fire Department said 6 fires in the area this morning already. Well, I'll keep you advised if anything else happens. Let's hope we don't have another quake anytime soon, or at least we have one in the daytime, or maybe I can run outside, but we got a balcony outside of me. If we get a quake bigger than this, I got a gut feeling the whole front of the building may come in. But I don't know, this withstood a 6, and I'm boggled by it. So, this is the guy from Pittsburgh. Little shook up by it still, even though it's, you know, what, 6 hours later. But I lived in the Bay Area and lived in LA and got hit by the Silmar quake and felt the Lone Prieta quake in Sacramento. Oh yeah, this was felt in Fairfield, Sacramento, Santa Rosa, Fremont, and Sacramento's about 60 miles from here, so it was felt all the way in Sacramento. So that's how I started off my morning. I'm semi-wide awake now, and I don't think I'll be going back to sleep. I was dead tired when I went to sleep last night, but I'm wide awake now. All right, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.